What's going on, guys? This is your boy Mac and welcome back to another video. So in this video, I'm going to be breaking down my New York live trading session done with all of my students, right? So during this New York live, we took about 3 trades and you guys are going to see the results. You guys probably already know the results from the title. However, we're going to be breaking down each individual trade and I'm going to be showing you all how easy it is to become and stay a funded trader, right? A lot of you guys have been asking me, Mac, what is the secret sauce? What should I do? You know, am I doing something wrong? Should I keep doing what I'm doing? All you have to do is touch base with someone who knows what they're doing, right? So you guys are gonna see me walk my students through all of my trades, literally, right? Now, we had about 28 students pass a funded challenge, and for those students who are already funded, you guys are in for a phenomenal payout. So we're gonna go over that in just a second. If you are not a part of the YouTube family, feel free to go ahead and subscribe. I would love to have you a part of the family. And if you have someone that you know that is trying to get started with trading, I want you to go ahead and share this video with them, have them subscribe to the channel, and make sure both of you guys leave a like on this video, right? So without further ado, let's hop into a quick commercial, right? We're gonna get into the intro, and then we're going to get into the actual charts. I'm gonna break down exactly what I did this morning and how you can produce the same results by being a part of Mac Trading Academy. Without further ado, let's get into the video. What's going on, traders? I hope you all are doing well. This is your boy Mac, and for those of you that have been contacting me saying, Mac, how do I pass my funding challenge? I've taken multiple challenges, I continue to fail, all I need is 10%, what should I do? For those of you all who continue to ask me that question, for those of you all who continue to struggle with your own capital and you need more capital in order to really have a return on investment, what I want you to do is join me on my next live trading session. For those mentorship students who joined me on today, we were able to produce 17.49% live on the charts. I show you guys my analysis, I show you guys where I'm taking my buy positions, I show you guys where I'm taking my sell positions, and all you have to do as a mentorship student is join in on the live trading. So for those of you who want to become funded traders, I am going to assist you and I'm going to make it very, very simple for you to join the mentorship program. What I want you to do is look in the description down below. Click the link to join Mac Trading Academy, sign up for the next live trading session, right? And I want you to pass your funding challenge with flying colors, okay? I'm also going to give you guys 25% off the mentorship program just to make it a little easier for you guys to get your funds together to join in on the mentorship program. I look forward to seeing you on our next live trading session where I will be showing you guys all of my trades so you can pass your funded challenge. This is Mac and I will catch you guys on the next one. All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed the quick commercial. Hope you guys enjoyed the intro as well. Now, let's go ahead and get into why you all are here. Let's get into the actual charts. So before we get into the actual charts, I want to show you guys the before, right? So I'm going to show you guys the setup before it actually takes place, and then we're going to go through the setup on the after and show you guys what took place. But I definitely want you guys to see that the trade and everything was set for my students before price actually gave us movement. So as you guys can see, we're going to go over all of this on the charts as well, but I definitely wanted to show you guys the before. So this is a recording of this morning during New York live trading where I'm essentially telling students where I'm looking for price to gravitate towards, where I'm looking to take my trade from. And you guys can see that trade is already set there. If we move forward just a little bit, you guys can see where I'm telling them to go risk-free and break even. And then we can see that price continues to push the downside, and we're going to go over this trade now, right? Also, if you all are not following me on social media, if you're not following me on Instagram, usually what I do is, especially if I'm live trading, I will post my trade setup on Instagram, right? So you guys can watch and, you know, see what's going on, stay up to date with the updates of the trade and things like that. So feel free to follow me on Instagram at TrillionaireMac, as well as Twitter. I also post my day trades and things like that on Twitter, so you guys can see the after and how everything went for my students and I that morning. So now let's go ahead and get into the charts. Let's go ahead and break down these trades. All right, so we're first going to start off on the H4 time frame, right? I don't always start off on the H4 time frame when I'm day trading, but this morning we had a very, very nice leg on the H4 time frame. And I actually told my students on yesterday, I had a couple one-on-one sessions, and I told them start to look for bearish movement to take place on EURUSD, which is why you guys see this point of interest already on the charts here, right? So on the H4 time frame this morning, essentially what had happened was we had this nice push to the downside. Price had created this this nice leg here around 1 a.m. And then pretty much throughout London session, we had a nice push to the upside. So this was the 5 a.m. candle. And then the very next candle, which is the 9 a.m. candle, gave us the bearish move, which we were able to take advantage of live on the charts, right? So let's make this a little more compact. There we go. Right, so the first point of interest that I found was, of course, on the H4 time frame, right? I just used this little wick here, and if we go down to the lower time frame, we can start to see a little bit more information on what's actually going on within this area here. Right, so we can see that this essentially sweeps the liquidity resting here. Right, and then we see that nice break of structure to the downside, taking out this lower low that had already formed, right, with this nice push, and then price returned back to this region, and that is where we were looking for a possible trade opportunity. Now, we could have taken our trade on the M5 time frame, right? It would have been extremely valid to actually look for an M5 type of trade. That would have been right here, right? But I decided to take my entry on the M1 using the M15 as my as an area where I could find and pull more confluence and more structure, right? So on the M15 time frame, let's just go ahead and clear some of this out of the way really quickly for you guys. And then we'll put the lipstick back on the charts in just a second. All right, so based on the M15 time frame, so we know we had pulled into a higher time frame point of interest, right? As I showed you guys before. So essentially on the M15 time frame, right, I'm just looking for a valid transition. I'm looking for price to tell me that it wants to go the opposite direction. Right? So we can see we have a lot of structure within this area here. All right, price essentially creates a high, higher low, pushes to the upside, creating that higher high. Our external structure is here, right? But when we are day trading, right, we like to take advantage of internal structure as well, right? So this area here is what I used in order to notify me that the momentum of the market may shift, right? Now, of course, our external structure is here. However, we like to take advantage of internal structure, and once you join Mac Trading Academy using your 25% off coupon code, I will show you exactly how to do that. So as you guys can see, here we can go ahead and delete the second one and just leave the first one on here. So as you guys can see, this was my area where I was looking to break. Once price broke out of that region, then we had a valid M15 POI for us to trade from. Right? So this was the valid M15 POI that I traded from this morning. Let's go ahead and put that on the charts. And then let's go back to the M1 time frame, because now you guys will understand why this is here. All right, so let's go ahead and delete all the extra ones. All right, and let's just work with this. So this was the M15 POI, and our first entry was here. So we see that price trades into our M15 POI here, right? We do have a sweep of liquidity. We have a reaction to this demand that was responsible for creating this nice push to the upside, giving us this mitigation. Then we have price taking out this low here, and our first entry was taken on this flip opportunity. Now, for those of you all who missed out on my supply and demands flip video, feel free, go back a couple of videos, watch that, and then come back to this video here, because this entry here will make a lot more sense if you guys first watch that video. So this was a plus 5% trade here, right? Now, if you are a funded trader, right, I tell all of my students, if you're a funded trader, what I want you guys to do is focus on collecting 5% every single trade, right? 5R is going to be plenty, especially if you're a funded student, in order to continue to build your assets, build your equity, and build the balance within your trading account, right? So with this trade here, if students did not target 5R, right, which all funded students should have targeted, but if you did not, then this was simply just a break-even trade for us, right? Simply because we always go risk-free around, or we went risk-free around this area here, right? Just based on specific rules within the market, right? There's not a lot of guesswork how we do things here at Mac Trading Academy. Everything has a purpose, everything has a reason. And when everything has a purpose and everything has a reason, it's very, very easy to actually take advantage of the charts, right? So our second entry was going to be at the apex of this entire transition here, right? Now we can see we got tagged in, and this was a minus 1% trade. So between the first and the second trade, you were either plus 4% or you were minus 1%, but it really doesn't matter because as you guys can see, the very next entry opportunity took place here, right? So essentially, price decided to mitigate our higher time frame reason just a little bit more. So we're going to delete this apex for the time being. So we decided to push to the upside just a little bit more, essentially sweep this liquidity of the first mitigation, which is here, right? And then once we mitigated a little deeper into the M15 zone, then we got our next transition. So we can see that price takes out this higher low here. That was our change of character after first sweeping this liquidity here, right? And creating new bullish structure, creating a higher high. We push to the downside. We accumulate just a little bit within this region here. All right, we push to the upside. We literally get tagged into our supply very, very quickly. We risked around 3 pips on this trade, right? And then price started to move to the downside. Now, I believe we did have Fed news release around 9 a.m., which was here. So we can see once the Fed chair, Mr. Powell, I'm not really sure what he was talking about this morning, to be honest with you guys. I was busy answering questions for our students, part of Mac Trading Academy. You guys come with so many questions, and I love answering them on our live trading sessions. But anyway, we had news to release here, right? And we see we have a little bit of accumulation, and then price wicks to the upside, tags us into our supply, and then pushes to the downside. Now, our target was based on our M15 swing low, as you guys can see here. Remember, guys, these are all rules that are set in stone for individuals a part of Mac Trading Academy, right? So I know on YouTube, when I'm talking about these things, it can really fly over you all's head because I get a lot of questions on, hey, Mac, what's this specifically? Well, what did you mean by this? What did you mean by that? But that's why joining Mac Trading Academy is going to be so beneficial to you guys. Just make sure you use the 25% off coupon in the description below before you join, all right? I don't want you guys paying full price. So we can see here that this was our target right here, essentially just a swing low. So there are specific criteria that I look for when I am targeting a swing low or when I'm trying to find a swing low. So this here was a swing low by my calculations. So those of you who joined in on our live trading session, you guys were able to take advantage of this trade with me for about 13.47%. Overall, passing your funded account challenge, which is my job. My job is to assist you guys with becoming and staying excellent and profitable traders, especially those of you who want to become funded traders, because I know managing a funded account is a little different from managing your own capital, especially when you see those large numbers. Those of you who are already funded, wow, this trade here produced you about 13.47%. If you're funded $100,000, this was a $13,470 morning for you, which means that you're going to take 70% of that home if you are a part of the average funding company, which is absolutely phenomenal. So for those of you who want to become funded, for those of you who are struggling to stay funded, or for those of you who are struggling to just pass the funding challenge, I want you to join Mac Trading Academy because I want to assist you with taking your trading to the next level, securing you that funding, and making sure that you are good when it comes to your payouts as well. With that being said, I'll catch you guys on the next video. If you enjoyed this video and this breakdown, feel free to leave a like. Make sure you guys go back on your charts, mark up what you would have done this morning during London session, during New York session, and also feel free to send it over to me if you guys do have any specific questions at all. If you do have any specific questions that can be answered quickly, feel free to drop them in the comments down below. I love getting back to you guys. I love answering all those questions. I'll catch you guys on the next video. Make sure you guys go watch the previous video that was dropped on yesterday. It was based on EURUSD. And let me know if you guys want an insight on what EURUSD is going to do next. I don't mind making a video about that. With that being said, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Much love. Peace out.